welcome to your practice. I'm excited to share this sequence with you today. I'm just kind of playing around with it, having some fun. So I'm teaching my first 200-hour teacher training right now, and it's called the Mindfulness School. And this is our manual. Oh my gosh, I wrote a book with my co-teacher, Jack St. Pierre. We're so proud of it. So crazy to have just gotten this printed. But anyway, we're working on the sequencing right now. So all of our students are practicing putting the poses together with the breath and putting them in bodies. So it's really interesting to kind of step back and break it down. So I've been teaching for a long time, so it begins to kind of be natural for me, but then stepping back in order to teach how to teach is a whole other experiment and process. So what we'll do today is a bit of creative sequencing, like how can we move maybe a little bit differently? And one of the reasons why I like to move creatively and outside of the box is because I feel like it brings us more into the present moment. If we're not sure where we're going, we kind of get to practice being in that place of groundlessness, of a little bit of edge. And it really helps us being okay with a little bit of edge on our mat, as a mat is just a metaphor, is that we get to be okay with a little bit of edge in life. Because often we don't really know where we're going. What are we doing here? Can we just breathe and take the next step? And then we begin to piece it together and we begin to familiarize ourselves as well. So all of that to say, we're just going to move and breathe and have an experience in our bodies. So I'll meet you on your mat. So come to a seat. You can sit up on your knees, you can sit cross-legged, and we're just going to take a moment to anchor in. Coming from the thinking mind to the feeling body, and we'll just do this with a couple rounds of breath, deep rounds of breath. In the nose. And out the mouth, or you can close the mouth as well. See whatever feels more authentic right now in your body. And a reminder to bring with you some gentleness and some playfulness while you explore. And like I mentioned earlier, this is meant to be a little bit shaky. And we get to practice what comes up when things feel edgy. It's such a beautiful practice. Really such a powerful practice. And we kind of lay that groundwork for when that happens, as it inevitably does in our life as well. You know, how can we simmer at our edges and breathe through a bit of shakiness, still knowing that we're okay. So wherever you are, you can open the eyes or you can leave them closed, whatever feels good. And we're just going to take some spine spirals. Jack likes to call these, the Sufi spin, the Sufi circles, that's what it is. So, feeling this almost meditative rocking and rolling here. A couple more rounds. And let's go to the other side. Finding some space in the spine and slowing down, and bring the hands to heart center. And then interlace the fingers and then bring the elbows out, turn the thumbs up and pull the hands away from each other, but keep them locked and tight. And then bring this to your heart and press your heart back into your hands. Unshakable trust mudra. This is a good reminder to have some trust in ourselves. And you can really feel it here with this mudra. You know, the hands pushing back, the sternum pushing in, feels quite supportive. So mudras are, hand gestures, intentional hand gestures that help us embody an intention. an idea, a reminder. Inhale. Full exhale. Next inhale, big open arms into a T. And then exhale, let's bring the right arm underneath the left and take eagle arms. And kind of wrap them, so you can grab opposite elbows. You can take the backs of the hands together or the palms touch, either one. And then actively squeeze in. Inhale, lift the elbows up, arch the back, and exhale, round, curl in, elbows to the belly. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Then inhale, open up again, switching sides. Left arm over. Eagle arms, whatever version you'd like to take. Inhale, arch the back. Gazing up, and exhale, curl. Again, in and out. And inhale, wide open T. And exhale, hands, heart center. Let's bring the hands down to the mat. Widen the fingers. Maybe even tap the toes out. That can feel good on the ankles, on the fronts of the ankles. And bend the elbows, wiggle the hips, find some movement here, however you'd like to move. Maybe some big hip circles. So we did spine circles, maybe the same with the hips. And then bring the arms long for puppy pose. So the hips stay over the heels, arms go long. I like to come up onto the fingertips often, pulling the shoulder blades back into the socket and letting the heart sink down. So that's just an option. Another option, bring the elbows down and maybe bring the fingers up above the head. And you can pretend as if someone's pulling back at your hips as you're reaching forward, so you're getting some traction in the back. Maybe a little wiggle. And wherever you are, we're going to plant the hands back down, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Really pressing down through the fingers, pedaling out through the legs and the feet. The heels do not ever need to touch the ground. They're going in that direction, but they don't need to touch the ground. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose. And then exhale, bring the knees down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, open the heart. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts up. And to exhale, we're going to step in between the thumbs. We're just going to go right for it. Bring it up. Bring the back knee down. Inhale, press down through the foot and the knee to lift up, arms lift. And exhale, hands to heart center. Interlace the hands and universal trust, unshakable trust mudra, also called Vajra Pradama. Hands to sternum, sternum back into the hands. Keep pressing down through the foot and the knee. Next, inhale, open the arms up. And exhale, eagle arms, right arm on top, whatever version that you'd like. Inhale here, gaze up. And exhale, come back center. Once more. Inhale, lean back slightly, gaze up. And exhale, come back to center. Listen up. Unwind. Next inhale, left hand comes down, left knee comes up as the right arm comes up. So we're in a revolved twist. Roll the shoulders back, lean back into the shoulders just slightly. One more big inhale. And exhale, back of the mat, Skandasana, or you can take this rainbow warrior, so the hips will stay high here. Yeah? One more big inhale. And then exhale, turn towards the back of the mat. Right knee comes down, left leg's forward. Press down through the left foot, right knee, and you can hug the legs in towards one another. Hands to heart center. Vajra Pradama, unshakable trust mudra. Turn it. Hands to sternum, sternum back into the hands, elbows wide. Inhale, open up the heart. And exhale, this time the left arm on top. Eagle arms. Keep pressing down through the front foot. Inhale, maybe a slight back bend, gaze up. And exhale, just come back to center. Again, inhale, gaze up, lengthen the tailbone as you come back. And exhale, come back to center. Unwind. The inhale is going to plant the right hand as the left arm comes up, back knee comes up. Pulling back on the left hip crease, roll the shoulders back, extend the neck long. One more big inhale. And exhale, back to the front of the mat. Either Skandasana or Rainbow Warrior. Rainbow Warrior, you'll have both feet on the ground. I'm taking a little twist in the body here. We'll do this version of it. And then turn towards the top of the mat. This time, let's take a step back, downward dog. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose, and drop the knees. Inhale, cow, open the heart. Exhale, cat, press away. And inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving forward, you can take any vinyasa there. So you can get your chaturanga on. You can do high-low cobra. This is just another variation. This is a softer variation. Because we're going to spice things up, so you might want to soften here in the middle. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step forward in between the hands. Press down through both feet as you lift up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, mudra comes to the hands, Vajra Prajama. And then next inhale, you're going to open up the arms. Exhale, wrap around, eagle arms. Inhale, lift up as you lengthen the tailbone here. So maybe let's stay here for a moment. Exhale, come to center. Again, inhale, maybe you bend the back leg a little bit. So when the gaze goes up, things get shaky. So stay. If you fall out, then come back in. Exhale, come back to center. Next inhale, we take a twist. So open up the arms. Left arm comes down. Right arm comes up. Revolved twist. We've been here before. One more inhale. Exhale, Skandasana, back of the mat or Rainbow Warrior. Twist towards the back of the mat. Listen, we're going to go right up. Inhale, lift the arms. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, unshakable trust mudra or Vajra Pradama. Same thing. Inhale, open the heart, open the arms. Exhale, left arm on top, eagle. Squeeze thighs together as you inhale, lift the mudra up, gaze lifts, things get shaky, keep breathing. Exhale, come back center, once more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, center. Next inhale, revolve. Arms open up, right arm plants, left arm up. Inhale. And exhale, top of the mat, Rainbow Warrior or Skandasana, turning towards the right. And then turn towards framing the right foot. Downward facing dog, your version. Inhale, wave forward. Anything you'd like here, maybe coming all the way down to the ground. Inhale, high-low cobra. Exhale, downward dog. All right. Inhale, right leg lifts. Let's see where we can go from here. Exhale, step in between the hands. Press down through the feet. Lift the arms up, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, flip the mudra up, place it on the heart. And exhale here. Inhale, open up the arms, the heart. And exhale, wrap right arm on top. Inhale, lean back. And exhale, come forward, warrior three with bound arms. So the weight goes in the right leg as the left leg comes up. Slight internal rotation on the left leg. So a little heavy in the hip, little heavy in left toe. Another inhale here. Full exhale. Inhale, we're going for a twist. Leg stays up, left arm comes down as the right arm lifts. Half moon, revolved half moon. Squeeze the thighs together. That'll give you a little more room to lift and lengthen the spine. One more inhale. Into exhale, bend the standing leg, step back. Exalted warrior. Lift the torso up, come all the way up and back. You can bend the back leg. And then to exhale, Skandasana or rainbow warrior, back of the mat. Twist towards the back of the mat fully. Inhale, press down to lift up, crescent lunge. Check in with the feet, make sure you have a bit of space. So they're on train tracks. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, open up the mudra. Plant it on the heart. Exhale here. Maybe slight bend in the back knee, helps to square the hips. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, left arm on top, eagle arms. Inhale, come back, open. And exhale, begin to pour forward into the standing leg, warrior three. Same thing here, slight internal rotation. Scissoring the thighs together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, unbind the arms, revolved, half moon. Roll the shoulders back, extend the neck long. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the standing leg, slowly step back, press down, lift up, exalted warrior. Let this feel good. Stay here for one more breath. And exhale, spiral around, Skandasana or rainbow warrior. And then back to the top of the mat. Plant the hands, downward dog, your choice. Vinyasa, wherever you'd like to meet. Or whatever you'd like, however you'd like to flow, and we'll meet in down dog. So you see how we're just piecing on sequences, changing things up, putting little breadcrumbs out, switching things up, but we've been places before. Let's go once more. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And then exhale, step in between the thumbs. Press down to lift up, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands heart center. You know kind of where we're going. We're going to switch it. Inhale, mudra to the heart. Exhale here. Inhale, open the arms. And then exhale, eagle arms, right arm on top. Inhale, gaze up, slight back bend. And exhale, warrior three, pour forward, press and lift. Squeezing thighs together, squeezing arms together. Then we're going to come into knee to chest, left knee to chest, bring it up. Exhale, figure four. Left ankle over the right knee. Steady breath. The lower you go, actually more control you'll have. Again, inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, revolved half moon again. So unwind the arms. Left leg goes back. Left hand finds the ground. So option here, you can bend the left leg, maybe grab for the left foot. You can take a quad stretch or kick into the hand as the hand pulls at the foot. Be a fairly big opening here. And then slowly, big step back, left foot back of the mat, press down to lift up, exalted warrior. Exhale, back of the mat, rainbow warrior or Skandasana. And then listen, we're going to turn all the way around. Vashisthasana, plank pose, but plank tree pose maybe. That's an option. Whichever one you'd like. Wherever you are, whatever option you're in, you're pressing down to lift up. If you'd like to take it a little bit farther, you can flip your dog, place the left foot on the ground. I like to bend the knees down for a moment, open the heart, and then press into the feet and get a bit more lift. Left foot meets at the top corner of the left mat. However you'd like to get there. And we're going to go right into the other side. So check the feet, train tracks. Inhale, lift the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands center. Inhale, Vajra, Pradama, unshakable trust. Inhale, open up. And exhale, left arm on top, eagle arms. Inhale, lean it back. Let the tailbone be long. And exhale, warrior three variation, shift forward and lift up. Can you squeeze the arms and the legs? We're moving forward. Slight bend in the standing leg. Bring right knee into chest. Got to lose your balance to find it, so if you fall out, just come back in. Figure four. Slowly sinking down. One more inhale here. Exhale takes you to revolved half moon. Pulling back on the left hip crease. Even with the top arm, you can push into an imaginary wall to help you twist. You can also bend the leg, grab for the foot. And once you're there, equal opposition, so kicking into the hands, same as the hands pulling back. You'll have lots of leverage here if you have that action, that dual action. And then slowly releasing, stepping back. Exalted warrior. Press down to lift up. Top of the mat, rainbow warrior or skandasana. And then spiral to the top of the mat. Left hand plants. Any version of Vashisthasana. That front foot can stay on the ground. You can stack the feet. Tree pose. If you'd like to take a wild thing, just bring that foot down, open the heart. I like to bend the knees so I can spiral the heart open more. And then press down to lift up. You'll hear that cue over and over. Gaze at the right corner of the mat. You're going to bring your right foot along with you. And we're going to come to the center. Turn both toes in slightly, heels out. Wide leg forward fold. Wiggle your hips. It should feel good. Different options here. You can bring the hands far forward like you're in downward dog, fingertip downward dog, and let the hips sink back. You can also take the hands, interlace them behind the back, and then let them drop and be heavy. But don't let the shoulders drop too close to the ear. So you want to lift there, but let the arms as a whole be heavy. So you choose, or any other variation that you'd like. Ooh, moving forward feels good. Great place for a headstand. If you'd like to take a headstand, we'll have a few more rounds of breath here. You can take a twist. Either take headstand or maybe take a twist. So you can take left hand to the right ankle and pull yourself through for a couple rounds of breath, and vice versa. If you're going into headstand, then you know where you're going. Plant the hands down, forearms pressing down as the legs begin to lift. So I'm not suggesting that you try this for the first time, but if you have it in your practice, it's a good place. I like bringing toe pads together, slight separation in the heels, but really pressing toe pads together. Helps as a balance point. Wherever you are, we meet, wide leg forward fold, halfway lift. Heels go in, toes go out. And we're in goddess. Bring the hands to the knees. Lengthen the tailbone down. See if you can bring the heart up. Then maybe coming back into Vajrapradama Mudra once more. Just feeling that connection, that self-support. Feeling the heartbeat in the hands as you shift the hips side to side. Reminding ourselves that we can trust even when things get edgy. Sink the hips deep once more. And then flip the hands as the legs straighten. This big star pose. Shift, toe, heel, and arms wide. Heart forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bring the hip down. And one more little balance pose here. Bring the hands to heart center. Maybe they stay on blocks. Maybe they go to knees. Maybe heart center. Once more, feeling a little bit of wobble, a little bit of shake. Breathing regardless. And we come down. Bring the booty down. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Let's take a twist. Left hand to right ankle, right hand behind. Press down through the sit bones to lift through the crown of the head, finding lots of length. Lots of space between the ribs and the hips as well. Switching sides feels really nice. So twisting and then pressing down, finding lots of space in the sternum, collarbone. Coming center. So option, folding forward in Baddha Konasana or bringing the legs wide. It doesn't matter how wide they go at all. And coming forward from there, maybe bolster, maybe block, maybe elbows. About 5 rounds of breath wherever you are. Maybe a bit of reflection on how was your self-talk during a sequence that was challenging and a little unpredictable. How much criticism versus curiosity, judgment versus playfulness. Something to watch, something to observe. And coming up. And let's roll down onto our back, knees into chest, right, rock side to side. And just about 10 rounds of breath here to finish out together. So any variation that you'd like, maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe full-on Shavasana, or if you have a block handy, sounds good, I wish I did. Place a block underneath the sacrum and take a supported bridge. And just rolling to one side or another, taking a round of breath. And however you'd like, pushing yourself up back to a seat. Taking any movement, any swirl, sway that you'd like. Sometimes I like to feel into that space I've created, kind of to reaffirm that expanse. And coming into stillness. A big shout out to the practice of yoga and all the teachers that have came before us that have passed down this knowledge, who have done the work to share it on, pass it on. And I'm grateful to get to pass it on to you. Thanks for practicing with me. Let's bring our hands together. Bow out with gratitude. Thank you all. Namaste. I don't know if I've ever shared this actually, but namaste is traditionally a greeting in Hindu. I'm not sure when we started using it as a closing in yoga. I think I'm going to start using it as the opening again. Just thought I'd share that little tidbit. There's so many things that we've switched in the West. So thinking about the roots of yoga and honoring that and, relearning myself as teaching this training. Uncovering lots of things. So namaste, yes, traditionally a greeting. If you are interested in taking your yoga teacher training, I highly recommend it. And I really am in love with the program that we've created. I know all the ounces and all the, I wouldn't even call it an ounces, all of the just love that's been poured into it from me and Jack. And it's been, so rich to share. And I'm learning just as much as I'm teaching, I think. It's a beautiful community, and I'm really excited to continue to do this and to grow this. So if you are interested, the Mindfulish School is what it's called. You can find that on my website. You can find a link in the bio as well, or in the description here. And we have another one coming up in October, but we'll probably run a couple a year and add in a 300-hour as well. But feel free to reach out to me if you're into that and interested. And I'll see you next time on your mat, wherever that is. So, ciao.